Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Back on the pre.
For a team approach to managing your finances with over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Hello, basketball fans. Welcome into Mustang Gymnasium here. A non-conference matchup between the Eau Claire Regis Ramblers and your Menomonie Mustangs alongside Storm Harmon. I'm Chad Zetter. We'll bring you the broadcast here this evening. Look at both squads here. 3-3 the Mustangs, 1-0 in the BRC. Eau Claire Regis 4-2, 1-1 in the Western Clover Belt. And We will come up in our pregame show. We'll talk with head coach Tyra Swanson. We'll get starting lineups, and then we will have opening tip set for 7:15 here this evening. For now, we will step aside, and we will be back with head coach Tyra Swanson on the TMS Tire and Auto pregame show. You're watching Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Back on the pregame show, TMS Tire and Auto, our pregame show sponsor. Now joining us, head coach for the Menomonie Lady Mustangs, Tyra Swanson. Tyra, before we get into this non-conference tilt here tonight, let's talk about your win last Friday, conference opener. Pretty nice win for you guys, 60-40. Take us through that as a coach. You know, your VRC opener at home had to be nice, but obviously get a victory against a good River Falls opponent. Take us through that win.
Yeah, it was a great team win again. To be able to win by that at any point in the season is always very special. And then to be back at home after being a long time on the road and have our own fans, our own court, that was special too. And just to kick off conference on a high note like that, it was great.
So we talked about that game during the broadcast, Joe and I. You know, Jordan Ullman, one of your better players as a sophomore. She got a lot of minutes due to foul trouble in that game. As a coach, how do you handle that when a player? We saw her in foul trouble early in the second half, early in the first half as well. And you know, it's nice to see other players be able to pick her up. But as a coach, how do you manage players with foul trouble, especially when they're some of your top scorers?
Yeah, it definitely hurts early like that, and that's one of the keys. Every game is to stay out of that foul trouble and just keep continuing to keep our hands wide. I thought Cortland Greeley did a really good job of stepping up defensively for us, and then Reese Barfnick fulfilling that loss of points scored by Jordan in that game as well. And we just had players step up, and that's what I've continued to tell them this year, is that we're going to need other people to step up when we have those players out and they're in foul trouble.
Let's shift to your non-conference game here tonight against Regis, a Western Clover Bell team. Tell us what you know about them for this matchup here tonight.
Yeah, they have a few really good key players. Cooper is going to be one to stop tonight, and then number 12 in the lane. She cleans up a lot of the glass when they get their shots up. I think it's going to be the second chance opportunities for them that we got to really clean up. Is both ends of the floor is just dominate the boards tonight.
Well, I appreciate your time here in the pregame show. It'll be a long break. We won't see you until the after the first of the year. You guys finished the 2024 with 3 road games here, so we'll see you after the first of the year. Good luck this evening.
Thank you.
We'll continue on Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Back with you here at Menomonie High School. Mustangs taking on the Ramblers here, non-conference matchup here this evening. Let's take some time to thank our sponsors, obviously, TMS Tire and Auto, our sponsor of the pregame show at the moment. Also, Mike's All Insurance, our replay sponsor. Bill's Distributing, our free throw sponsor. Logjam Bar and Eatery, our three-point sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, Dairy State Bank, and Red Cedar Automotive. At this time, let's bring in our color analyst here, Storm Harmon. Storm, great to have you joining us here for quite a few girls' games here this season. A little different look, Storm, last year, obviously, last 9 years, I should say, on the bench. Are you excited to get in this action, kind of a change, watch games as opposed to coach them this year?
Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the basketball season for me, I guess you can say. Able to attend a lot of Stout games, got to go see a couple different boys games already. Those things didn't happen, and now I'm, 25 rows up than what I'm used to being, but it looks like a pretty good view, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we'll talk about, obviously, this contest. We'll talk about the BRC. Obviously, the girls just opened last Friday with a win over River Falls in that BRC opener, and obviously, Storm, you know the BRC as good as anybody. Kind of give us your preview of the girls' BRC here for the 2024-2025 campaign.
Yeah, it's going to be super competitive. I'd say early on, people probably would have went with Hudson as a favorite, but they just lost one of their better players to an ACL injury. So that'll be pretty impactful. But Memorial will be right up there. I think Menomoni's going to be right in the mix up there, and Rice Lake is your kind of top half. We got to see River Falls, who also had a couple girls out that they probably were banking on to start the season, but we handled them pretty well, especially second half, wore on them with the tempo and the depth that our girls have. And then Chippewa and New Richmond rounding it out. So pretty competitive. Not a ton of change because there's some faces that are back that have been a part of the conference for a little while, but super competitive. And one thing that we always share with the girls is if you don't show up on a given night, you're probably going to get it taken to you. So it was nice to see our girls last Friday go get one.
Well, let's run down the starting lineups here before tonight's contest. Here we got a couple minutes before tip here, but let's first start with the visitors, the Regis Ramblers. Teddy Jost, the head coach, again 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the Western Clover Belt. They will go this way: a 5'11" junior, number 4, Izzy Riker; a 5'9" senior, number 11, Carly Borst; 6'1" senior, number 12, Malia Cassing; 5'5" sophomore, number 21, LMA Cooper; a 5'8" senior, number 23, Cara Olson. And again, Teddy Jost, the head coach for the Regis Ramblers in his 5th season. Now for the starting lineups for the Menomonie Mustangs, as you see on your screen, Mustangs 3-3 overall, 1-0 in the BRC. Tyra Swanson, the head coach in her 1st season. They'll go this way: 5'9" senior, number 5, Sierra Auth; 5'8" junior, number 21, Reese Barfneck; 6' senior, number 22, Brooklyn Burt; 5'8" sophomore, number 24, Jordan Ullman; 5'4" senior, number 33, Cortland Greeley. Officials for tonight's contest, as assigned by Athletic Director Matt Riley, Matt Atkinson, Billy McKnight, and Dan Locker. And got some time here before we get into the tip here, Storm. Kind of, if we had keys to the game, we heard them from Tyler Swanson. Boarding, obviously, rebounding, pace of play. Kind of give us your little skinny on the kind of keys to the game for the Mustangs. Try to get a victory here tonight. Yeah, hitting it on the head there. They played some really tough competition to start this season. With that said, I think she wants to probably get out into the transition game a little bit more so than they had already. Really got to see that the second half this past Friday against River Falls, where the stop was made, one pass, finding the shooter, attacking the rim. Those would be some keys for them. Probably the other thing that I think she's looking for is them to be a little bit less hands-on so they can keep some girls on the floor. Gotten a little bit of foul trouble recently, and she'd love to see those girls stay on the floor as long as possible. Yeah, Jordan Ullman, we talked about it in that pregame show with Tyra. Jordan Ullman, I mean, you were at that game, I think, Friday. She didn't play a lot of minutes. No. She was on the bench in foul trouble a lot of that game, and as a coach, you don't like to see one of your top scorers next to you. You want to see him out on the court. Yeah, and probably something that Tyra wasn't waiting for at this moment was the girls building that depth with her roster, right? You go at extended minutes without Jordan on the floor, other girls got to step up. Not only were they able to sustain the lead, they were able to grow it a little bit with her off on the bench. So she's got to be pretty excited with what this group's doing right now. Well, for now, we'll send her to the PA announcer for the announcements and the national anthem. We'll be back right after this for the opening tip.
Sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now honor America and those defending our freedom. We ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem.
Back with you here after that national anthem on the floor here at Menomonie High School, and run down the wins and losses here for both squads. Menomonie got wins against Holman, Baldwin Woodville, River Falls. Losses against Lakeland, Prairie School, and Wauwatosa East. For Regis, their wins are against Colfax, Wausau West, Medford, and Bloomer. Their losses against McDonald Central and Durand, Arkansas. And tell us a little bit about this Regis team. I saw your game prep, I should say. It was impressive. I interviewed head coach Teddy Jones. You're ready to go. Let's use some of that work that you did here, Storm. Give us a little bit of info on this Regis team.
Yeah, to take the coach off the bench, but still got to do a little bit of scouting here. No,
that's right.
Teddy, he's got a great group over there. Coach Jones, he shared with me that, one, it's a very enjoyable group of girls to coach. They get along really well, play pranks on each other, have fun, so it makes it nice for him in practice. Obviously, the big aspect to their team that changed this year is LMA Cooper transferred from McDonald over to Regis. She is an incredible ball player. We're going to have our hands full trying to contain her. She can do a little bit of everything, but a really fun guard that he has out there. Right now, he says that they're trying to get their offense going a little bit, been a little bit stagnant for his liking. They've also played some tough teams out of get-go, some traditional powers in our area with Colfaxes and Durands, the McDonald's. So just like us, they're well-tested coming into this game. He's looking forward to getting it going a little bit. I think the one thing he might be worried about is their depth versus our depth, but we'll see where the game takes us.
Well, Menomonie will be in their home whites, Regis in their road green uniforms. And we are right on schedule, just a minute tardy here, 7:16, so we're just going to be just behind here on our opening tip time. Brooklyn Burt will jump on the one side, and I believe, who is that? Is that LMA? I can't tell who the other side is. Well, they're going to say that's, Carly Borst, the jumper for Regis, and I think the official said that you can't just take it out of my hand. You got to let it go up a little bit, so we got to re-jump this one. And it's going to be Menomonie control it here. Jordan Ullman will pick it up. And Regis will drop into man-to-man defensively here to begin tonight's ballgame. Underneath, Ullman's got good position. Layup just too much. And
yeah, nice duck in there.
A little pressure off the miss. And stepping out of bounds, a quick, careless turnover for Regis. Going to give Menomonie the ball right back.
Coach Swanson's got to like what she sees there. Nice little trap between Court and Jordan there. Both hands wide, though, on the trap, beating them to spots.
Oh, Jordan Ullman will trigger it in right in front of the scorer's table. Cortland Greeley, I would argue one of the better defenders in the area, will take it all the way to the rim, and then she gets swiped right at that rim. A steal running one-hander there. Off the mark, that was by Cooper. Putback also no good. Another putback. This time it is up and down, and that's Reichert with the first points of the ballgame. Holman splits a couple defenders. Layup, can't get the friendly roll. Barfnick offensive board. Off looking inside, not there to Burt on the wing. 1 minute in here. Mustangs looking to dent the scoreboard here for the first time. Greeley will put it on the deck now. Almost another swipe there by Cooper. Greeley drops it off. Burt's going to trigger a three. Too much. Yep. Could not get the friendly roll there, Storman.
Nope.
We're going to have a bump out top there on Greeley. A little aggressive defense. Going to be here first.
Yeah, we got to do a little better job probably sending someone in to go get a rebound, but then also on the other end, I think they got 3 offensive boards on that possession. Glass is going to be a really important thing that we clean up today.
Now we heard Tyler Swanson talk about that in the pregame show. Kind of her keys to the game is rebounding. Right now, at least early on, Regis kind of controlling that at the moment. Not a lot of basketball so far, a lot left. Running one-hander by Cooper is up and down.
Going to see a lot of actions called for Cooper to get looks at the rim, coming off multiple screens, some handoff action like that one, and just some flare action to get her some shots on the outside.
And another turnover there by the Mustangs. The steal by Regis. And that little three-quarter court press, it was effective. Near side, I thought might have traveled there was Borst, but she got away with it, and she'll be fouled and head to the line. Looks like she might have got away with a shuffle there,
I think
Storm.
so. Yes, right when she caught the ball.
So I think they get Brooklyn Burt. They did with that one. So second team first on Burt. And to the charity stripe runs Borst for a pair. First one up and down. Broadcast schedule this week here on Mustangs TV. We'll have the boys hosting Hudson on Friday. That'll be their BRC opener. Second one up and down for Borst as well. She hit them both 6-0 Menomonie here. The 6-0 Regis to start this one. Bird off breaking the press, draws some foul, or draws some contact, I should say, no foul call.
Oh, and a little shuffle there too, I think.
Menomonie trying to pressure and dribbling it out of it was Cooper. Open three in the corner, down, and what a start here for Regis as Reichert is going to make it 9-0.
Here we're looking for just a quality possession. We want to get a good shot on the rim.
Little kick back, open three there. Burt, good look, just not on the mark. And Regis will have a chance to extend their 9-point lead. Steal by Greeley.
Come on, Burt. Come on, Burt Reese. There we go.
And
nice
she'll draw the foul.
Great hands there by Court. Way to attack the rim, get in the girl's chest so we can get to the free throw line. Sometimes this is what you need to get the game to settle down a little bit. Calm it down, get a couple shots at the free throw line, be able to set up your defense, and then we can kind of settle into this game.
Yeah, the Bills distributing free throw line here heads Cortland Greeley. First one up and down. Did we get a replay on that, or a Mike Seller Insurance replay?
I did not.
That's all right. We'll try again. Oh, we got basketball's hard. It's a fast-paced game. When you get involved, you forget to click that button. Don't worry about it. We'll get her eventually. Second one off the heel there for Greeley. So 1-2, they do get on the scoreboard to the Mustangs. LMA, boy, that's a tough shot. Doesn't get it to go, and I think she traveled. Yep, they got her this time. Great rebound, but just kind of lost her footing there and a little off-balanced, and we're going to have a timeout. Head coach Tyra Swanson will do the same. We'll be back on Mustangs TV right after this.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Back with you here on Mustangs TV, coming out of this Tyra Swanson timeout. Mustangs with the basketball.
A little 1-3-1.
Yeah, we'll switch. We've seen this a third different defensive look we've seen from Regis here tonight, really mixing it up on that defensive end. And they're going to cause another turnover there on the Mustangs as Cooper, the steal, and the behind the back pass, trying to get fancy, and it backfires, turns it over.
I'd like to get a post touch right here.
Just on cue there, and almost a steal there. Boy, this Regis defense, Storm, they use their hands. It's impressive. Balls in the passing lanes. You know, you bring that ball down low as a big man, and a good chance they're going to get their hands on it, looks like, early on at least.
Yeah, and really rangy, it feels like. Nice athletes. A lot of ball pressure there girls are experiencing. So right now, just important to get good spacing, attack the paint, collapse the defense a little bit, and generate some positive shots from there.
3 far side off the mark by Ullman. And we're going to come the other way here for the Ramblers. They're going to pop a 3 on that far side. That's off the mark from Olsen. We haven't seen it. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't think we've seen a sub on either side, have we, Storm?
Nope. Nothing.
So, yeah, both teams playing 5 strong here for the first full 4 minutes.
And Coach Joe shared he's really 7 deep. There's been about 7 girls in the rotation for him currently at the start this season.
Won't see a lot of subs from them. And Menomonie on the best night, too, they might not sub a ton. As a transition, they're able to score. One of the Ramblers. These numbers are tough to see. I didn't see who got that one. Oh, there it is. Borst with the bucket. Both with the attempted 3 near side off the mark. Mustangs struggling from the field, still have yet to make a field goal. The only point came from this free throw line. And boy, what a nice catch and finish there from Cassine. And Balance scoring 4 of the 5 starters here for Regis already in the scorebook. Underneath, Ullman. She'll get on the board.
Yeah, if we can handle that initial pressure up high, you're going to get some nice looks down at the rim. I think that's, besides Court's attack and getting fouled, that's our first real positive look down at the rim for ourselves. A lot of one pass, catch and shoot threes.
Nice 3 there by Reichert. Mustang's going to try to transition off of it. Ullman on the wing there, bounce up top, all the way over to off in the corner. Barfnick, catch and shoot 3, way too much. Back to Regis. And boy, you know, we've been talking about rebounding. I don't think Mustangs have had maybe one time where they've had a second chance opportunity. It's right now shoot or make it or miss it.
Yes.
Not a lot of second chance opportunities for the Mustangs at the moment.
And you'll find that a lot too when it's usually one pass in your possession. People aren't set or moving and cutting to the hoop. So it's hard to get those offensive crashes.
Cooper with the dribble, guarded by Greeley. A tough screen, no call. Boy, that's a hard shot. Did Burt get a piece? The officials are talking. That's good officiating. Didn't make the call because he couldn't see it, but official out top there did say Burt got a piece. So it's going to stay to Regis, and here's our first subs tonight. Haas and Miller in. When we get to those subs for Regis, they brought a bunch in too. Jensen into the game, one of them. And I think Hawker, the other one. There's a couple subs on each side here.
Yeah, Coach Swanson was sharing. She gets a lot of positive energy from Allie Haas and Gracie Miller off the bench. She's been really happy with what they've been producing for them to start this season.
Cooper with the dribble.
Nice.
Tries to get past Greeley. If that's at Greeley, that's going to be your second. And it is. Boy, not something you want to do here for head coach Tyra Swanson. He's got to make the tough choice to correct Greeley out of the game. Obviously, 2 fouls, 12 minutes left in the first half. She's going to have to sit. We always talk about this Storm, and you love to get the coach's mind on this, but you know, in this situation, foul trouble, 12 minutes. When do you kind of, hey, I want to get them back in? Obviously, they're not going to sit the rest of the 12 minutes, but you got to kind of be careful as Barfnick puts it down on the other end.
Nice pull up by her.
You know, when do you get them those minutes, but make sure they don't pick up that third?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think a coach, you got to have a pretty good feel with the player that you're dealing with. All are a little bit different. I go back we've had some pretty heady ball players where they're going to take care of it, understand what's going on the game flow, maybe not be as aggressive on the defensive end. We might change our matchups of who you're guarding. I think LMA is a hard matchup for anybody. And Court's got most of the minutes on her to start this game. So maybe you mix and match some of those. But trust, you build that as the years go on with them and the reps that you get.
Shot there by Barfnick short. Still no logjam threes here for the Mustangs. Transition Regis off the miss, and they'll make it with Reichert. And this Regis team right now playing pretty good basketball against the Mustangs. You can see that from the scoreboard as well. Ullman trying to go coast to coast, too much on it. This fast pace right now. A turnover, Regis. We got 4 turnovers on the Mustangs, 6 on the Ramblers at the moment. Ullman, she's going to pop one and buries it. The log jam 3, first of the game here for the Mustangs, and we'll have a stoppage here. Timeout, Teddy Jose on the floor. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
A high-deductible health plan opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Abby Lake on the camera alongside Storm Harmon. I'm Chad Zutter bringing you the broadcast here this evening. Ramblers with a 7-point lead coming out of the Teddy Jose timeout.
Probably an opportunity for us to take advantage of Cooper on the bench.
Yeah, that's the... See her take a rest here. Block! What a job there defensively by Miller from the help side. And she gets... a lot of congratulations from her teammates. You look at Gracie Miller, 5'8" sophomore. I don't think she has got a lot of blocks on that stat sheet.
Ton of energy. Again, Coach Swanson's been super proud of what she's been bringing to the table so far.
Long 3 there from distance, off the mark from Olsen. That was about a 24-footer, Storm. That was a ways. Miller trying to match one on the other end, can't do it.
I think we'd like to try and see our girls get a couple more passes, create some action, some cuts, some screens, see if we can get the ball down into the paint a little bit more.
Been man-to-man defense here the whole time for the Mustangs. Burt on Cassing. Just taking their time, open 3, Olsen off the mark again, and Burt will grab the miss.
Good push, cut, Allie.
Almost a give and go there to Burt. Now she will get it on the block. Bounce to Miller, handoff, and before that handoff and layup, they're going to get a foul on Miller. So counting off the basket, and Regis, we'll see who they get. Haven't been told of the table yet, but we'll get it here in a second. And it's going to be on Cassing, her first. And
nice push and transition there. Got a paint touch and a cut off of it. Some nice things generated by us.
Up top, Miller set play off the inbound. Open 3. Nope. Ball out of bounds. Oman ran out of real estate trying to save it. Good hustle.
Let's see if we start to mix and match our run and jump a little bit. Right now it seems like it's been pretty much true man in our full court.
I see LMA Cooper still on the bench here for Regis. She averages 20.8 per game, so obviously a big offensive threat.
Nice defense by Emmy there.
On the wing there with the basketball is Cassie. Looking underneath, not there. Back out top Olsen. 9 minutes remain here, first half. 7-point lead for Regis. They've led the entire game. They started with a 9-0 lead to begin this contest. And they are in no hurry to push the ball right now. They're just running offense and taking their time, making Menomonie play defense here. And Storm, you got to like that when your team offensively here has no pressure and kind of just wear that defense down and make them play defense for 45 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, and hopefully they make a mistake and you can take advantage of it.
Some good old-fashioned flex right there taking place. Probably intentional with Cooper on the bench. A nice little wrinkle that they're able to make us have to guard a little differently. Really important that we get to the midline on the weak side, that we're preventing that screen away, and that they got that little cheap one right away on us off of it. We did a little better job, and we're starting to get a little bit more feel for it. We haven't seen too many teams run flex against us yet this year.
Barfnick back in the game. That last foul was whistled on Reichert, and there's Cooper back in as well for Regis. And Ullman now walking it up man-to-man now for Regis. We've seen them switch a few defensive looks here. Burt top of the key on the wing. Miller down the lane, and that's going to be a travel or a foul, one of the two. And we got the officials there. We had a jump down below. I don't think Teddy saw the jump call down low, otherwise he would have been a little more frustrated. But the official out top had the travel. That's not as bad as a coach for the Blarge call. That's the one you really hate, the Blarge call. For anybody tuning in that doesn't know what that means, it's a block and a charge called at the same time by two different officials. I'm sure you've been part of games where that's happened, Storm.
We've been there.
You coach basketball long enough, you see it. Now we're going to have a reach in there, kind of a silly foul on Miller, way away from the basket. Oth will check back in here for the Mustangs. She's at the table waiting, and officials didn't see her, and they're finally going to get her there. Coming in 4.
So good little wrinkle here. Looks like we're denying Cooper the ball off the inbounds. Try and make them initiate their offense a little bit differently.
We still see on the bench here with 2 fouls. Greeley, nice entry underneath there, is going to give an easy bucket there. I believe that was Cassie.
Good push.
Barfnick, jumper, drains it.
Great pass ahead by Jordan there. Way to be aggressive from Reese.
Regis will break the press. I don't think that press for Menomonie maybe caused 1 turnover. I don't think it's caused too many problems for Regis here on the Menomonie side defensively.
Well, we probably have 3 fouls.
Off that press, yeah. Nice cut there, and rewarding with the basket is Borst. She has 6 now, leads all scorers. Correction, Reichert leads all scorers with 7. 5 for Ullman on the other side is the leading scorer for the Mustangs, and Ullman's going to be bodied up. Let's see who they get here on the Regis side. That's going to be Reichert. That'll be her second. Now we got a couple subs here. Marlette for the Mustangs, Hawker for the Ramblers. And Greeley came out with, I think, about 12 minutes left in this game, or in this first half when she picked up her second foul. Haven't seen her since here. We're under 7 now. We'll see if head coach Tyra Swanson, when she decides to try to get a couple more minutes out of Greeley. Turnover there, steal by Regis.
Yeah, coaches have their different approaches and philosophies of how you handle 2 fouls, 3 fouls.
And like you said, the game can matter that. The matchup can matter. There's a lot of variables that make those decisions. Open 3 by Olsen, knocked down. Barfnick, open 3. She'll pass it up top to Oth.
A little better spacing here. There we go.
Marlette will use a screen. 3 off the mark. Olsen with the board here for the Ramblers. May up front, or I should say Cooper, excuse me. Running one-hander, drops in. And now Cooper with 4, and he's got that little one-handed jumper kind of patented. She's tried about 5 of those field goals here tonight.
Almost a little flamingo action there.
Yeah. Bounce inside, going to be kicked. Menomonie will retain possession, and we'll have a couple subs on Menomonie's side. There's Greeley. We just talked about it moments ago. She's been on the bench since about 12 minutes with those 2 fouls. Greeley now back into the game. We'll see who she matches up with here on the defensive end. Also into the game, Haas for the Mustangs. Burt on the baseline, dribbles into the lane, too much on the bank shot. And Cooper now brings it up. Baseline, jumper from Jensen, no. Rebound going to go to Burt here for the Mustangs. She's going to play point on her way up. Hands it off to Omen.
One more.
And underneath her, Haas left open, and she'll take advantage with the bucket.
Good look ahead by Sierra there. Again, with all that high pressure, they're giving something up on the back end. We just got to be able to handle that pressure.
And Burt's going to be whistled for one, and that was one you're hoping she maybe set her feet, maybe try to take a charge there, Storm, and instead went up for the block.
We got to see if Coach Swanson's got the old malt deal that we had. And our team's passed anybody that drew a charge, they got Culver's malt the next day for the team.
That's good incentive. Mary Berg had a lot of malts, I'm guessing.
She did. Probably one of the most memorable ones would have been at Eau Claire Regis, the 21-22 season when we went to state. Helen Chen took a big one on Lily Cayley on the second half, stood up, just gave, I got malts, and yelled that for the team. And just good memories there.
Cooper makes the first, second one upcoming. That will get the friendly roll, and she's got 6 now for the Ramblers. A 14-point lead for Regis, their largest of the game.
Yeah, at this point, the way the game's gone, we just want to get to a point where we get it to probably under 10 before half. Good quality possessions.
Good look by Barfnick. Can't get it to go or put back. She'll be fouled on. Head to the Bills distributing free throw line. We get some Mike Sell Insurance replays. Haven't had a lot of opportunities, not a lot of big plays here for the Mustangs, but hopefully we get some of those here shortly. Mustangs struggling here offensively in this first half. Shots have been tough to find. And that first Bills distributing free throw off the mark for Barfnick. Second one also off the mark for Barfnick. 0 for 2, now 1 of 4 for the game are the Mustangs from the free throw line. Not something you want to do here, as Cooper kind of a wild shot, no foul call, and Mustangs will take it the other way. No numbers. Popping a transition 3, however, it'll be Greeley. Can't get it to go. Orman grabs the offensive board. Barfnick now log jam 3, rattles out. Cooper the miss.
Step up.
She's going to transition all the way coast to coast. She'll draw the foul and head to the free throw line. We just talked about free throws for the Mustangs, 1 of 4. Look at Regis, they're 4 of 4. And as a team, are shooting almost 77%. That's an impressive stat as a team, shooting almost 77% from the free throw line. You're going to win a lot of close games as a team shooting like that.
Yes.
First free throw from Cooper, up and down.
Just relentless to the rim, Cooper has been this entire first half. Really getting downhill on us.
Marlette and Haas check in for the Mustangs. And Cooper, this the sophomore. Second one rattles out. No, 5 of 6 for that free throw line for Regis. Omen, she's going to try to go all the way to the lane, or way to the bucket. She does, but can't make the layup. Nice job to get through a couple defenders, just couldn't finish.
Yeah, right idea there. It's a little short on it.
Cooper loses the basketball, gets it back, kick out. Back into the corner now. Cooper underneath. And nice reverse layup there is up and down off the handoff for Reichert. She has got 9. Had Haas underneath, and Barfnick didn't see her. Unfortunately, that would have been an easy bucket. Now Haas does have it, baseline, back out Barfnick. Swung around to Omen on the wing. She'll put it on the deck to the baseline. Cannot get the shot, but we'll head to the free throw line. Will Omen for a pair. So the Bills distributing free throw line. This is the third trip here for the Mustangs in this first half. Have a sub set to check in. I believe that's Hyman or Jensen. Can't quite see if it's a 2 or a 3 down there for Regis as Omen drops that first one in.
Good hit by her.
It's going to be Jensen.
Can feel Jordan sensing that she's got to kind of get something going for her offense. We really haven't hit a ton from the outside, so nice to see her get all the way to the rim there and create some opportunities at the free throw line.
Second one, Omen, heel miss. Long rebound out of bounds will go to the Ramblers. Look at turnovers in this first half. Both teams pretty even. Menomonie with 5, Regis with 7. I always say unofficially. I might miss one here and there, Storm, but I usually, like horseshoes, I think I'm in the ballpark on those numbers. Underneath here with it, Borst back out. Regis resets against this man-to-man. 3 minutes remaining first half, 16-point lead for the Ramblers in this non-conference girls matchup. We're going to have a hand check out top there. Haas a little bit too much. And is that going to be 7? I think that's going to send her to the free throw line. It is.
So this is where some of those little ticky-tack ones that we had earlier in the game come back and haunt you at the end of a half.
So Borst at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. She's already hit 2 of 2 here tonight. And gets the friendly bounce there. It's usually the home roll, not the road roll, Storm, but that was a nice rim for shooters like that. Borst trying to go 4 for 4 in this first half, and she does from the charity stripe. She now has 8 on the game. Mustangs rake the press nearly. They do turn it over. That pass over the head of Miller and not able to save it was Marlette.
That's a tough one there, too, because it's kind of some false pressure that we were getting. I don't know if we were really feeling what they actually have been in the last couple possessions against us.
Oth will check in. Marlette will take a seat here for the Mustangs. Ramblers have done a pretty good job against this full court press here as Cooper guarded by Jordan near midcourt. She'll use a screen. Cooper step back. Now she'll pop the 3 and hits it. Oh, that's tough to defend.
Tough.
I didn't think she was going to pull that trigger originally, and then Haas dropped back just a touch more and opened it up for her. Barfnick, can she match on the other end? No. Haas the putback, yes.
Well, needed that right there. A little over.
Yeah, I think we had a little turnover. I think somebody grabbed the ball and passed it and then brought it back in.
We'll take that right now.
That kind of we'd call that an unforced error for sure here. Mustangs, let's see if they can take advantage here, get a couple buckets in a short time period. Ullman down the lane. No. Good defense there by Regis Cooper. Going to try to go coast to coast on her own, not on the mark, and off that rebound, and we're going to have a tie-up, going to stay to Regis.
Yeah, you don't see too many girls move with the basketball like Cooper's moving with it.
It's almost like it's a yo-yo. She just keeps it with her the whole time, and she can really handle the basketball, can Cooper here for Regis. Receiving the inbound there was Hawker. She'll hand off to Reichert. Now to Olsen. Back to Reichert on the give and go. Back to Olsen, open 3 off the mark. Long rebound. I think this is going to go to Menomonie, and it will. So a 19-point lead here for Regis in this non-conference ball game. Jensen in. And Reichert out for the Ramblers. Our side, Ullman with it. Underneath.
Cutter.
And she'll kick it back out. Will Haas open 3. Miller nicks it. The log jam 3 by Miller gets Menomonie within 16.
Big hit for us.
Cooper almost triple teamed out near the midcourt line. Not enough guarding there by Omen to start the 5 seconds, so Regis will just run some offense here. A little flex we talked about before, kind of that's what it looks like right now, Storm, with that little flex offense it looks like.
Yeah, and they changed their wrinkle up a little bit coming off of an angle screen right now. Basically trying to kill some clock. They might be looking for last shot, or if they get an easy one, they'll take it.
Yeah, almost a Princeton type look, I would say. And Omen almost with the steal. Now it does cause the turnover. And a nice save there by Omen to not give it right back.
Calm us down, get a good shot here.
Haas underneath, nice drop step.
Nice pass, Sierra. Allie giving some big minutes right now.
Now Haas now with 6. Menomonie gets a stop here, maybe get a little momentum going into this game. They trailed by as much as 19 in the first half. They got to cut to 14 at the moment. Let's hope they can keep it at that. Heading to the locker room. Cooper, good first step, and that's a carry turnover. Gives it back to Menomonie, and boy, Mustangs get a bucket here, and they got a lot of good things to talk about in these last couple minutes of this first half. A little momentum to hopefully they can carry that into the second half.
Gotta go, here we go.
Off, good look, off the mark. No time for a putback, and that's how we'll end this first half. Your score, Regis 34, Menomonie 20. We'll be back with our TMS Tire and halftime show right after this.
For a team approach to managing your finances, with over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you here at halftime, 34-20, Regis leading Menomonie, and we have a halftime guest, and we'll have a halftime interview with our senior spotlight with Brooklyn Burt. But before we get to that, I'm going to send it over to Storm Harmon. He will interview former Menomonie Mustang, Mary Burt. Go ahead there,
Yeah,
Storm.
You say halftime guest. I'm thinking legend here, everyone. Mary, how we doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. So a little hometown local flavor going on in your life for all of us. Please explain how Stout's going for you right now.
It's going pretty good. I think they've gave me an opportunity, and I've been taking it, and just the trust they've had in me, and I've gotten to play some minutes, and that's pretty exciting for me.
Yeah, for someone that has some young daughters here in the community, the amount of people that come and watch you play right now is making a huge impact. tell the people here, what are you majoring in at UW Stout?
Business administration.
What do you want? What are you hoping to do with that down the road?
Something in sports marketing.
Okay. So you're doing the right thing right now, being a college athlete. Along with it, you're hanging out with Chad and I
was going to say sports marketing. You're in the right department right here. I mean, right along with it, you can sell ads for the Mustangs TV. I mean, right there. It's perfect.
If you could share, what has been the most challenging aspect of jumping from high school athletics, being a student athlete there, to being a college student athlete?
I think, well, in college you get more time, so you have more time for like school and you have more time for basketball. So I think just having that time to like just learn everything and learn how to balance, especially these first few months, like just learning your schedule and learning how to balance everything has been really good for me. So just like, I don't know, getting your homework done before you go to practice and just like having the night to rest, like just having a schedule already is doing good for me.
Makes sense there. I'm biased here. I think you had great teammates in high school, okay?
I did.
That you got to hang out and got to be around some pretty incredible people. Share a little about your new teammates that you have at UW Stout.
We're like, I always wanted a culture that was like Menomonie, just like a family. And so like when I found that at Stout, I knew it was going to be just having a family just like you did in high school, and that's what I wanted. And I found it. The culture is amazing, and that's just what I wanted.
And I think as a fan, it shows on the court how connected you girls are, how you support each other, whether you're on the floor or not on the floor, seeing you out in the community. Your team came back and gave back during Trunk or Treat here at Menomonie High School. Just a lot of really cool things that are being done by your team and Coach Iverson there. What are you seeing here from the game side of things? Have you been here the whole first half?
I got here after the start, but...
What are you liking? What are some things that we can improve on?
I'm liking how hard they're working right now. Like, yeah, there's been some missed shots, but they're getting after the boards. They're still pressing, stopping ball, so I feel like they just executing a little bit more, helping others succeed. I feel like they need to...
The Cooper girl's pretty talented, isn't she?
Yes.
I know you play with her sister a little bit. Pretty incredible to see somebody move with a basketball like that the way she is.
She's pretty good.
If we could go back to your days here at Menomonie, what's your favorite memory as a Mustang?
My favorite memory?
That's on the spot right now.
Yeah. My favorite memory is probably when you're, like, walking out of the locker room in the beginning of the game and, like, the whole, like, there's so many people here and they're all cheering for you. Just, like, that feeling before you, like, run out. That was always awesome. And obviously, like, winning really close games. And that's just, like celebrating on the court. Like,
so with that said, winning close games, who are your favorite competitors from the BRC that you would have went up against in the past 4 years?
Oh, past 4 years?
So you can pick anywhere from, because you're on varsity freshman through senior year, played against some pretty talented girls.
Are we talking individuals or teams?
Both. That's
okay.
good. That's good there, Chad. Both.
Okay. I always loved playing against Memorial because you just knew it was going to be a close game, and you knew, like, all of us were so locked in. And I don't know, you knew everyone was going to come out for those games, like Hudson games and Memorial. Like, you always knew the gym was going to be packed, and it was going to be so much fun. It's going to be a great game. So those were always pretty exciting. Players? Gosh.
See, I love the team mindset that we have here. It's just ingrained in here.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I dig that right there. All right, I guess I'll leave you with this, Mary. So you're going to be in the area here a little bit. You got a lot of young guys on you. If you could give any advice to these young fans, young girls that want to be the next Mary Berg, what advice do you have for them?
Just work every single day and have goals, like have dreams. Like, my dream was to go to state, play on that court, and we made it happen with a group of girls who wanted the same dream. And just like we talked about it every single day we got in the gym, and we texted each other, and we went to the gym. Like, we found ways to get in the gym, and I just say, like, keep working and keep dreaming, because, like, if you guys work, you'll get your goals. And I just think that's the best thing I've, like, taken away as growing up.
Awesome, Mary. So I think you guys are off to Florida here soon.
Yes.
Best of luck in the rest of the non-con, and then the WIAC plays starting here in January. So good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
You bet.
Well, Do we have time? I think that interview is a little too long, but that's all right. We'll play that next game.
Perfect.
We'll keep that Brooklyn Burt interview for next game. So for now, I guess we can we'll take a 30-second break here on Mustangs TV, and we'll be back with some stats and then the start of the second half. You're watching Mustangs TV. Back with you here from Mustang High School, or Menomonie High School, not Mustang High School. That's a new one here. We got some halftime stats here in the matchup here on non-conference girls basketball action. Let's start with the Regis Ramblers. They're currently leading 34-20. Let's go down there scoring. 9 points for Reichert, 8 for Borst, 4 for Cassing, 10 from Cooper, and 3 from Olsen. In that first half, Regis was 7 of 8 from the free throw line and 10 turnovers they committed. For the Menomonie Mustangs, 3 for Miller, 4 for Barfnick, 6 for Omen, 6 for Haas, and 1 for Greeley. Mustangs struggled a little bit at the free throw line, just 2 of 6, and they committed 6 turnovers on the court. You look at that, I mean, turnovers-wise, Storm, I mean, 10 on the Regis side, 6 on the Mustangs side. You'd think this game would be a little bit closer just based on those numbers alone, but Mustangs really struggled offensively in that first half. Just didn't shoot the ball that well, and obviously, look on the other side, Regis, they hit just more shots. Essentially in that first half.
I think I'll take some advice that my wife sent me via text here about the live stream. She told me to slow down with me talking a little bit here. Same thing probably Coach Swanson's sharing with the girls. Just slow down a little bit. It's one thing to be an up-tempo team, but you want to get quality shots out of that pace. With that said, I always had like that running downhill analogy. You're going to run downhill, but eventually if you don't start to slow yourself down, you're going to fall. You're going to crumble off of it. So just kind of a little bit more control with our pace and get some looks at the rim that hopefully should help us going down the stretch here.
Well, Regis with the basketball for the Omen miss on that other end. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Storm Harmon, I'm Chad Zutter on the camera. Abby Lake here tonight helping us out. So we're bringing you the action here.
Good run.
Boy, a little body there. Should have been an and one, I think. There, we got a Mike Sell Insurance replay on that one. We'll get to that, and hopefully we caught that in time. That'd be a good one. A steal and another one here. Barfnick can't make the layup, unfortunately. But Menomonie has another chance here. Greeley underneath the Omen. And she'll put it in.
Great start to the half by the Mustangs.
We saw them have a little momentum. They trailed by as much as 19 in that first half. And I think they're on a 10-0 run right now. It was 34-14 or 34-15, a 9-0 run. And broadcasters jinx. Cooper hits it. That was a nice little run to get Menomonie back within 10. Now, Brooklyn Burt does it again. She was scoreless in that first half as Burt. She's got 4 already. We got time for one of those replays? Let's take a look. The Mike Sill Insurance replay here. Right there, yep. Let's see what we got. We got some subs, so that's perfect. That's that Burt. That's that Burt make. So yeah, that's back in live action. See how nice that's a nice little feature, isn't it, Storm?
Learning on the go here.
Yeah. And we'll get some more of those hopefully as we go. We had a sub there for Regis.
Good high hands by Reese.
Cooper with the basketball, right side. Uses a screen. Greeley back on her now. She
I don't know about that.
is going to be called for the third foul on Greeley. And
So if I'm Coach Swanson, I'm probably letting this ride right now. I think we need Cortland on the court.
Yeah, down 10, we always call it, we just got to roll the dice.
Yep.
You got to roll the dice and sometimes, and just hope they play good defense without fouling. And now Greeley's going to come out regardless of our thoughts, and Miller will come in for her. Well, give and go off that inbound, and airmailing the three was Reichert. Back to Menomonie.
Be nice to get in some action and keep getting those post touches. I think some good things are happening for us when we're getting the ball down low like that. Eyes up, BB. Miss Reese.
Burt will get it across. Miller now to Barfnick, and she lost her handle. They might have had a shot to go into the basket there, but Burt does it. Can't finish. Omen the offensive board, and what a nice job to save it. Gets dealt off. Wide open was Miller. Instead, she goes to the basket and draws the foul. And Miller will head to the free throw line here. This Bills distributing free throw line for 2. And we talked about in that first half, so Mustangs 6 free throws, just made 2. So left some points at that free throw line. Let's hope they can take advantage of these trips in the second half.
Yeah, these are super beneficial here for us to get to the line, especially when we're knocking them down. Slows the game down a little bit for us, allows us to get into our press actions that Coach Swanson wants to see from the girls. It just calms the waters, just slows the game down.
1 and 2 is Miller at that free throw line. We're just going to kind of move the ball quickly up court off that miss, and then they'll reset out top there. Well, the Ramblers. Trying to go all the way to the basket, and drawing the foul is going to be Hawker. And I think they're going to get Burt on that one. Nope, correction. They're going to get Oth on the reach-in. So to the free throw line, Hawker for a pair. She has not scored yet tonight.
We'd like to see a little bit more early work from our girls. What I mean by that is getting into the gaps, getting into the midline from the weak side there, preventing some of this drives downhill to the rim. I feel like we're a little bit glued to our girls right now. Part of that is the pace. Regis is playing fast, but then we got to get comfortable into the half court, get positioned, and be a unit down there.
Marlette has checked in here for the Mustangs. Second free throw also missed there by Hawker. Let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage. Ullman.
Space.
Well, Barfnick on the elbow. Swung over to Ullman on the wing. Just 3 minutes into this second half. Mustangs trail by 9. Underneath to Burt. And her shot blocked there. Olsen, nice defense. Regis led by as much as 19 in this game. Mustangs are within 9 now. They had a nice run before, or I should say at the end of that first half. Underneath, nice entry. Olsen can't make it. Good defense there by Marlette. Ball out of bounds, going to stay to Regis. So off back in. Marlette will take a rest. Regis finally gets it in there to Olsen. Olsen handoff Cooper. Cooper running one-hander. Yes, wow.
Tough.
That's a tough shot, and she's made a few of those here tonight, Storm. And, well, you can see why she averages 20 a game. I mean, she just finds ways to score. Underneath, off an easy look, and she'll drop it in. Her first points tonight, so Mustangs back within 9.
We'd have the eyes up again. Beat that initial pressure, and we're able to get a nice little look at the rim there.
Cooper, nice find underneath a hoop in the harm there for Borst, and she's got 10, a chance for 11 at that charity stripe.
And here's where we're going to get better as the season goes on. That's some of the helper action there, where BB stepped up to stop the ball. Gracie on the weak side, she'll get there as the season goes on, as they're able to get more and more reps for these girls.
Haas checks in for Burt. Trying to complete the three-point play here is Borst. She does. Rattles that one home. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Back with you here on Mustangs TV, alongside Abby Lake, our camera, and Storm Harmon, our color analyst here tonight. I'm Chad Zutter, and it's been all Regis here. They've led from the tip here, Storm, and Mustangs have battled back. They've been down as much as 19. They trailed at halftime 34-20. But I think they've had a pretty nice start to the second half, Storm. Just it seems like their offense got a little bit more flow. They got some easy buckets underneath. But when you're trailing like this, you just need that run, whether it's a 6-0 run, 9-2 run. You need something to get you down within that, 5-6 point range, and you're kind of in the ball game again.
Yeah, Coach Swanson's going to be really happy with the start of this half here and the ending of their first half. Mindset out of this timeout here is we're thinking score, stop, score, right? Like we want to turn this into a small 3-possession game, get a quality look, and then go get a stop on the other end.
Regis has mixed it up here defensively. They're back into a zone. We've seen them have a couple different looks in that first half.
So if we can get a flash in the high post here, might be able to generate something with the kick. There we go.
Ullman open 3 off that kick-out pass, and just off the mark. Rebound to Olsen, and then she turns it over.
Hit one.
Other side, near side off the logjam 3 off the mark, but Miller an offensive board, another chance. Underneath Haas baseline, she'll fumble the basketball, regathers to the basket, can't make it, put back, she'll be fouled. Probably wants that first one back. That was a pretty good look there from Haas, but she'll have a chance to go to the free throw line here to get those 2 points. Bill's distributing free throw here. First one on its way, rattles out, and the struggles continue here for the Mustangs from the free throw line. Now just 3 of 9. So just leaving, and when you start battling back and you get within that 6-7 point range, if you've left 6-8 points at the free throw line, which the Mustangs now have, it makes it hard to come back.
Yeah, and Regis is a good team, and they come back to haunt you when you don't take advantage of those trips.
So Cooper out top. We've seen Ullman now take that defensive challenge on Cooper after Greeley picked up her 3rd here in the second half. We saw Ullman on Cooper as well in the first half when Greeley had 2 in foul trouble.
Battled some sophomores right there.
Yeah.
2 very talented sophomores.
Yeah, I got to guess this one, Storm. This is probably not the first time they played each other.
No,
I think they've battled a few times. Cooper underneath. Boy, what a shot. She's got 16, leads all scorers, does LMA Cooper, the sophomore. Ball, that would have got over the outstretched arms of, I believe that was Olsen. That would have been an easy bucket, but Olsen, good defense, knocked it out. So Greeley back in with her 3 fouls. She'll trigger it into Ullman, out top. Barfnick, it was a set play, not there. She'll drive, jumper from the elbow, no good. And here come the Ramblers, and boy, that theme just continues here tonight for the most part here. Yeah, it's Menomonie, it's one shot. You don't get a lot of second chance opportunities. Rebounds, I think the boards have been pretty much controlled by Regis, especially on that defensive end.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. 1 forcing shots away from the rim. Not giving us a ton of opportunity to crash. Now
we're going to have a tie up here. Head coach Teddy Joes for the Ramblers wanted a kick on that, but I think that was a good no call because you have to intentionally move your leg to try to deflect a pass. If an offensive player, correct me if I'm wrong in any of these rules, Storm.
Nope, you're
good. If an offensive player, as Cooper drops in a 3, offensive player just passes the ball into a defender's leg, it's not kick at that point.
Correct.
So that's obviously what the official thought on that one. Off trying to match it on the other end from that Cooper three, no good. Ullman offensive board. Greeley now over to Barfnick. Thought about triggering it, not there. Now Cooper, we look at her here. She's got 19 now.
Good movement.
Off had an open three, almost banked it home.
Win it.
Loose ball going to be grabbed by Burt. Barfnick will fire one from near side, distance, no good, and we're going to have a foul off that inbound. I think they're going to get off with the reach in. So Haas come in, Greeley out. And for Regis, it'll be Cassing in, Olsen out.
Cordette 3 or 4?
Greeley has 3 fouls, I believe. Yep. So she takes a seat on the bench there with 3.
Good angle there, nice.
Underneath there with the basketball, Cassing, kick out, open 3, far corner, too much. Kick out off that offensive board, Regis another chance. And off to Cooper, who's got 19. Step back 3 for 22, comes up empty.
Nice closeout by Reese right there.
Holman's pushing it. Over to Off. Dribble to the elbow. Good open jumper. Off the mark. Rebound to Regis. We'll get it to Cooper, the sophomore here for the Ramblers. Guarded by Ullman. On the cut underneath, nice cut, and what a finish there with the bucket for the Ramblers. We're going to have a timeout on the floor and a commanding lead here for Regis, back to their largest of the game, 19. We'll be back on Mustangs TV.
A high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you here on the floor. Mustangs coming out of their timeout with the basketball. Regis back out to their largest lead of the game at 19. And we were talking about it right when we went to commercial break there, Storm. I think Regis now on something like an 8-10-0 run at the moment. Not exactly, but it seems like it was just a 9-point game moments ago, and all of a sudden it's a 19-point game.
Yeah, a couple times now in this game where they've gone on some nice runs. That early one in the first half, and then this last one here, the last 3 minutes.
Ullman, kick out, Burt, open 3, swish.
Good hit.
Log jam 3 from Brooklyn Burt. She's got 7 all in the second half here tonight.
And that's all generated off Jordan getting 2 feet to the paint with the basketball there.
Trying to match the other end, no good. Put back on the reverse layup, comes up short there.
All right, let's get another quality look here.
And now the Mustangs chance for a
One more.
back-to-back buckets here. Ullman got the cutter, Haas underneath.
Nice
She'll be
cut.
fouled on the shot, head to the free throw line.
It's good energy right there by Allie. Jordan, way to find her. Love the fight with the girls right now, right? There's been some moments where it hasn't probably gone our way, but they continue to just keep on playing. That's a great mindset to have.
First free throw, Haas up and down. The little jump shot free throw. You don't see that too much anymore. That's a new one. That's not, I should say a new one, but just not as common as to stand on your feet and bend your knees and let her fly.
the way it's going right now, we'll take it anyway.
Yeah, as long as it goes in. Yeah, do the granny style if it goes in. Second one off the heel.
What was that, Rick Barry?
Yeah, the Rick Barry. I mean, he had a heck of a free throw percentage. I know that. He was one of the best.
A little change up here by Coach Swanson. Looks like maybe a little buzz defense. 2-1-2 look.
Cooper near the timeline. Guarded by Greeley and Ullman. She's going to dribble out of it. Mustangs trying to cause maybe some turnovers here, and Greeley gets a deflection there. I would think, Storm, and you probably know this better than I do. I think Greeley's probably one of the better defenders in the Big Rivers. I mean, she's so quick.
Yes, yes.
And her hand, it's always active hands, and just, I mean, she can be just a pest on some of those point guards.
On cue there. Yeah, no, all the coaches in the BRC would completely agree with that statement. High energy. The part about it that's amazing, she just likes it. She enjoys it. It's fun. It requires a lot of hard work, some discipline, and she brings that to the table each time she's on the court.
And Cooper misses the running one-hander with the heel, and there's a turnover there. We saw Barfnick. She thought she might have got away with that, but that was an easy call. That was a carry for sure. And
talking with Coach Swanson before the game too, she thought that, or starting to feel that her girls are getting a good understanding of what they bring to the team, what value they can add not only on the off the court but on the court. And Court's getting a good idea right now from the defensive side of what she can bring each night.
Well, if I have my numbers right, Storm, that was the first turnover of the Mustangs in the second half. We're almost 10 minutes in, and that's only 7th on the game. So you talk about the good side. They've taken care of the basketball. While they haven't turned it over, they just have had a hard time putting the ball in the basket. And there's another turnover. Regis, on the other hand, they've got 13.
And those are things that you're looking for improvement on. Start the season, turnovers were in the 20s more consistently. The last game, I think against Baldwin, they were at like 19. I'm not sure it was against River, but again, the low turnover night, which is positive trends that Coach Swanson wants to start to see.
And jump ball off the miss there is going to stay to the Mustangs. Greeley to trigger it in. Gets it to Burt beyond the free throw line, now to Greeley in the corner. She'll give it back to Burt. Under 8 to play. Mustangs trail by 16. Pass underneath, knocked away. Luckily, Haas grabs the loose ball, and her shot blocked. She'll get her own rebound. Out to Burt. Burt will bury a log jam 3 far side. 10 all in the second half for Burt here, and she's got a couple triples. Yeah, we'll get to that. Good, we got that Mike Sell Insurance replay here. Next dead ball here, or stoppage, we'll try to give you that Brooklyn Burt replay here on the
get out of bounds.
Mike Sell Insurance replay.
There's another good example of Cortland being a nice little pest out there on the defensive end. And
Cooper open 3, wow. Now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Back with you here. Let's do that Mike Sell Insurance replay right away. That Brooklyn Burt 3 just moments ago here. We see that dropped in here from that far side 3. Let's see if the Mustangs can do it again coming out of this timeout. Matt Riley, athletic director, he's checking the points on that number 21 here. Cooper, 22 or 21 I think I got for you. I think everybody at the gym's wondering what's her story. She's got a lot of points, averaging 20 a game here. And Brooklyn Burt now trying to fill it up here in the second half. She's got 12 after going scoreless in the first half.
Still in striking distance here right now.
Yeah, within 14.
There you go.
I need
Eyes
that
up.
right there. Jordan Oman with the steal and then a foul. And that's, if you're a coach, you're probably mad that foul got called. Oh, a turnover there, Regis. And if you're Regis' coach, you're probably thinking that's probably a good foul. You got fouls to give, and probably doesn't give Mustangs an easy layup.
And with 6.5 left here, both coaches talked about the depth of both teams. Regis has been playing 7 girls right now, and we'll see if we can actually get into that depth where these girls have been playing quite a bit. We've gotten a little bit more breaks because of foul trouble and other variables, but we can wear on them here and knock down some shots.
I think that shot got a little misdirected by the defender right there, and that's probably, I think, the reason for that bad miss there as Cooper walks it up. Looks like a little different change here on the defensive end, a little 1-3-1 look here defensively for the Mustangs. Open three, Olsen off the mark, and
that's what we
Burt
want there.
will grab it. Under 6 to play here. Mustangs need a couple stops and a couple buckets to make it under 10, and see what happens at that point. Haas a 3, this would be big, no good. Would have been a big hit there for the Mustangs. Cooper into the front court. She'll keep her dribble. Almost lost a double team. She'll dribble out of it. And she's going to go all the way to the bucket. Right-handed layup, up and down. Well, there's a reason she scores 20 a game, and she just showed what. She has got 23 now, does Cooper. Jumper, free throw line, Oman is good, and we're going to have a quick timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Back with you here on the floor, coming out of the timeout by head coach Tyra Swanson for the Menomonie Mustangs. And, well, Storm, we got 5:11 left. The Mustangs trail by 14. They're going to come out in a full court, three-quarter court, I will call it a full court press.
A little extended 1-3-1 here maybe.
Obviously trying to cause a quick turnover and bucket potentially here. And it does not, at least in the backcourt for the moment. As Cooper now left unguarded. I don't know if you want to do that. Wisely doesn't pull a trigger. Probably could have taken a 3 there pretty easily if she wanted to, but I think right now Regis would rather, instead of a 3-pointer, they'd rather take 40 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, smart play by them, smart guard. Good feel of what's going on in the game.
I don't need the points. You need the time to tick away more than the points at this point. So I always wonder, you know, coaching-wise, there's a fine line between let's try to win this game and then let's not try to lose this game.
Yep.
You know, that's always a difficult thing. You want to run clock, but you also don't want to take away your offense. And like you said, I think good players, they understand the feel of that. I mean, if the defense is going to give you an easy bucket, you take it, but you're definitely not going to go force something just to try to score when you're in this position.
Yep.
And boy, yeah, right now Regis doing about as good a job as you can to run clock.
We're probably looking to match up here a little soon, or we got to get a little bit more aggressive with the traps.
Yeah, it's one of the two, and that's what, you see coaches, they're going to either match up or, like you said, you're going to have to trap, and that eventually causes that. So a turnover, turnover Regis, not able to convert on it, unfortunately, was Haas on the other end. And Regis gets it right back. They ran, I think they had started this possession with about 4:45 to go. So there was 1 minute and 10 seconds, and the Mustangs got one shot.
Putting it on ice right there.
Yep. Yeah, no question about it. So now Menomonie is matched up man-to-man underneath.
Good board, get a board. There we go.
Good defense there by Haas not to commit the foul. Mustangs need a bucket. They need it quickly. Underneath Greeley, shot blocked and going to be grabbed to Regis with 3 to go. Cooper going to push it. Cooper now kicks it into the corner, and Regis will bring it all the way back out. And if they can do what they've done on the last couple of possessions, run 30 to 60 seconds off the clock, it's,
We could probably take some fouls here, be a little bit more aggressive. We got some fouls to give.
Yeah, fouls to give. Try to reach in, see if you can get away with one potentially underneath on the backdoor cut. Burt with the block. Greeley grabs it. I'm going to push it. They got numbers. Nice bounce. Haas layup. Yep.
Good job, Court.
Haas now with 9.
Hey, we got to get up.
And Tyra Swanson will take a timeout wisely to stop the clock. And we'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Back with you on the floor here. 12-point lead for Regis. 2:30 to go with the boys right now down in River Falls. It is tied at 58 apiece with under 5 to go. That's the conference opener here for the Mustangs. We'll have their home conference opener on Friday against Hudson, but nice look here. We'll keep you posted on that one. If you want to check that out, go to River Falls Sports on YouTube to watch that one. This one will probably be over before that one is. So the boys game, find that score there and find that final as well. Greeley with the steal. Layup can't get it. The putback. Barfnick no as well. Greeley again. She gets it this time.
Great effort. Great second chance opportunity for us to take advantage of. A lot of girls hustling down. Those are plays that go unnoticed, but just takes a little bit of effort to go down because you never know if they're going to miss or make it.
There's another steal. 10 points down with 2 minutes to go. Mustangs,
nice pass.
They're doing what they need to at the moment to get that. You want that one back. Bird had an easy look, and there's either a tie-up or a steal. And they're going to give head coach Teddy Jose a timeout, or are they not going to give him a timeout? Officials getting together here. That's a hard sell there if you're the far side official. Nope. So he's going to say no timeout, jump ball. So it's going to stay. Well, Regis still gets the benefit. It is their ball. So
yeah, that was a great pass by Jordan there.
Yeah, really. I mean, that bucket's huge. You're down 8 now instead of 10 with 2 minutes to go. It's a pretty big difference. We're gonna have to check out top. And like you said, at this moment,
that's okay.
You can play aggressive defensively, trying to draw that steal or turnover. If you got a couple more fouls before Regis goes to the free throw line.
And no one's got 4 right now on the floor. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah,
so don't worry about anybody falling out right now.
Probably get up and deny a little bit more so, get in the passing lane.
Greeley on Cooper.
Oh, almost kept the 5 count. He stopped counting.
Yeah, he did. I got around her that time. And we're a minute and a half to play, and there's going to be a foul out top. So the next one will send Regis to the free throw line.
Maybe turn and deny here a little bit with the inbounder.
Well, update here on the boys' game, 61-58.
There we go,
now Regis with the steal.
Oh, this be big.
Greeley, open 3, off the heel. So those 2 missed opportunities off turnovers, you need those to come back in a game like this. And that time Greeley, that's going to be her 4th.
and that will send Cooper to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
We've had a lot of really nice looks and clean looks from the three-point line, just not falling tonight.
Cooper on the 1-and-1. First one off the mark. Offensive board and then taken away by Haas. Mustangs need points and they need it quick. Hit this three. That'd be a big one off the heel. And that's going to be kind of the story of the game here tonight, Storm, is Mustangs have just struggled so much on that offensive end. Just can't get the shots to go down. I mean, percentage-wise, we don't have those stats, but I'm guessing just watching this game, probably as a team shooting around that 30 to 35% from the field. You got to play really good defense to win games when you shoot like that from the field.
Yeah, absolutely, and just not a ton of second chance opportunities either.
Yeah.
A lot of one
that's
shots.
The other part. Yep. Cooper this time on the 1-on-1 does hit the first. So on the boys' side, Menomonie still up 61-58 with 3 to go now down in River Falls. Second one, Cooper, that one drops in as well. We'll wrap this one up in our TMS Tire post-game show. Right after this, rundown stats on everybody. Omen a long three, swish. That's her second three tonight, and you were trying to sell it. They didn't hear you up here. They didn't hear you up here. They say it louder next time.
Good hit by Jordan there.
Regis breaks the press.
There we go.
And a turnover. Burt in transition,
and
layup.
Oh.
Nope. And almost had an and one, but Burt will head to the free throw line here for a pair. And boy, Mustangs not giving up here. They're causing a lot of turnovers late in this game. They just have had trouble converting. When you're down by this much, you need to convert on all those. You can't just convert on a few here and there. That's how you get back into the game and you make that run. You got to convert. But they've done good defensively here. And
yeah, no surprise about the fight in this group. Their coach is one of the fiercest competitors I ever got to work with. It's great to see this again, something that they can build off of. Need some things to happen right now down the stretch, but a good quality opponent that they're playing against. Some shots just didn't fall so far tonight.
Burt's second one drops in as well, and we're going to have a timeout here. Head coach Teddy Jost for the Ramblers. 55-48, Mustangs within 7. We'll be back on Mustangs TV.
A high-deductible health plan opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you here on Mustangs TV. The Mustangs have battled back to within 7. They've trailed by as much as 19 in this second half. It's been, you look at it, Storm, they've won the second half. They were down 14 at halftime, 34-20. May Cooper, sophomore, triple teamed, and she'll get out of it in that backcourt. Olsen now, or Reichert, excuse me, will kind of pivot out of that 120 seconds and underneath. And that's what happens when you gamble, and sometimes good offenses find it. Horst now with 15.
Yeah, good composure by Regis there.
So Burt, he'll get her shot blocked. Barfnick step back 3, corner, no. Rebound, and that's how we should end it here. Your final, the Regis Ramblers 57. The Menomonie Mustangs 48. The Ramblers will improve to 5-2 overall to remain 1-1 in the Western Clover Belt. Mustangs dropped to 3-4 overall, and they will remain 1-0 in the BRC. We'll come back with our TMS Tire and Auto post-game show. Be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
For a team approach to managing your finances with over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you here on the TMS Tire and Auto post-game show, and we wrap this one up. But if you're wanting to watch Menomonie boys right now, they're up 5 on River Falls at the free throw line with a minute left, trying to get their first conference win here. But yeah, jump over to River Falls Sports if you want to watch that here on YouTube. Wrap this one up here, Storm. Before we get into the numbers, kind of recap this one. We saw Regis jump out to a 9-0 start. Right out of the gate and just really never look back. I think the closest Menomonie got was maybe 4 or 5 points this whole game. It just seemed kind of like Menomonie, they didn't play bad, I think, offensively, other than just not shooting the ball well. I mean, they ran offense well. They didn't turn the ball over a lot. I thought they played pretty good defense against a very good offensive opponent. They just could not get shots to drop, it looked like tonight. Just one of those nights. Yeah,
Regis is a really good team. I think Coach Swanson's going to be pretty happy with what they produced other than just making shots. And sometimes the ball just doesn't go in. A lot of things to be proud of from this. A lot of fight. That was fun to see from the girls. They just kept playing. This is a group that's going to get better as the year goes on. A lot of newness, new coach. A lot of girls getting their first ever legit varsity minutes, extended minutes, and they're just going to keep getting better.
I'll run down the numbers here. Eau Claire Regis, again, with the win, moves to 5-2, remain 1-1 in the Clover Belt. They went scoring this way. Reichert with 9, 15 for Borst, 4 for Cassing. We saw Cooper have 26 tonight here. She averages 20.8 per game, so we knew she could put points up, went above her average here tonight. 3 for Olsen, and for the team, Regis, I mean, again, you're looking at these, just the turnover numbers alone, you'd think, man, this is a close game. Menomonie should have won this one. 19 turnovers for Regis. Menomonie just 7. Yep. So they took care of the basketball very well. Regis shot the free throws pretty well tonight as a team, 10 of 14. Let's look at the scoring here for the Mustangs. 4 points for Miller, 2 for Auth, 4 for Barfnick, 14 for Burt, all in the second half. She went scoreless in that first half. 13 for Oman, 9 for Haas, and 3 for Greeley. For the Mustangs, they were 6 of 12 from the free throw line. Our TMS Tire post-game show here. Let's run down kind of the upcoming schedules here for both squads. We talked about in the pregame with Tyra Swanson. They're on the road until after the first of the year now, so they're going to be at Hudson this Friday, then at Rice Lake, the following Friday at Altoona, January 2nd, and they will not be back here in Menomonie until January 3rd when they host Eau Claire North. So they started the year with quite a road trip. Now they got this rest of this year on the road too. You look at it, I think they're going to have 8 of their first 10 games on the road to begin the season. Then they'll be at home a little bit more. I'm sure it'll be nice to be that. It'll be home down the stretch a lot more. We look at the Regis Ramblers. They will go back home next Thursday to host Thorpe. Then they'll be at Fall Creek before Christmas and hosting Cadott for the Ramblers. And any final thoughts here before we wrap this broadcast up, Storm, on tonight's game or the upcoming broadcast? Did you enjoy your first time here on Mustangs TV? Did you have a good experience?
Yeah, I really did enjoy it. A little bit different view, learning a lot here. Glad you guys offered this opportunity to me. Had a lot of fun with it, and looking forward to the rest of the season. Just like our girls, I'm going to get better, and we'll go from there.
Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. You're good at prep. I saw those notes. I was impressed. Obviously you know your basketball, but you talk to the opposing coach, you get the scout just like you did. So that's good info, and love to have you. It's always more fun with another guy here to give us a little insight, especially a former coach. I mean, you know basketball way better than I do, Storm, so it's nice to get that input as well. And not a final here before we go off, but Menomonie right now up 5 with 27 seconds left. And again, and that's boys. If you want to tune into that one, go to River Falls Sports. Let's hope they can hold on for their first conference win here, and they'll start the season 2-0 with that win as well. And that brings us into our next point. Our next broadcast will be Menomonie hosting Hudson boys this Friday. That'll be 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air, 7:15 tip. I'd like to thank everybody who made the broadcast possible. Our camera man, Abby Lake here joining us. Storm Harmon, our color analyst here tonight. Tyra Swanson joining us for the pregame interview. Of course, all our sponsors as well, TMS Tire and Auto, Mike Sell Insurance, Bills Distributing, Logjam Bar and Eatery, 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom, Dairy State Bank, and Red Cedar Automotive. I'm signing off. I'm Chad Zutter. Until Friday, you've been watching Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!